All right. Um, this is just what I found on the floor. Ironically enough, I'm not usually the kind of guy to wear fancy clothes, or maybe I am. Shit, I might be. I mean, looking good in good-looking clothes is nice. This is just I don't have many clothes specifically in this cabin. They're usually in the house, and so this was what I put on, and it fits really nicely. So I'm sticking with it. Um, right. Today's lesson is about willpower, willpower and discipline. Um, Specifically, the fact that you can train them, because well, it's hard to do stuff when you have like weak discipline, right? Especially stuff like avoiding addictions and bad habits, and they really run. Um, when I am, or here, before I uh, used to eat candy, sweets, chips, um, and it was really hard to not do that when I tried to not do it. And as such, I've been training myself to avoid those things automatically, even if they are right in front of me. Um, Through, I guess, what willpower is strengthening. I don't know what to call it. I specifically expose myself or put myself in situations where I am forced to be near or in some way engage uh, with said thing. Say we're watching a movie at home. The rest of my family are eating chips or candy. Something. There's like a big bowl in front of us, and I tell myself specifically, I tell myself that I will not eat it because I can prove to myself that I can avoid it. Uh, it usually helps a lot for me to say that beforehand, before the situation happens. Uh, and same with like going into a store. You walk past the candy aisle, tell yourself that you will not buy anything sweet. And the more I've done that, the more I've succeeded at doing it. Like, sure, I've failed a few times. I absolutely did. Where I just like, I can't take it. I gotta do it. So I did eat candy a few times, something like that. But I mean, even if that was, in that sense, a failure, it's still progress because I would have otherwise just been eating it all the time in comparison. I think that mindset has really helped in my growth. So I have exposed myself to this, refused to do these things, and the more I succeed at doing that, the easier it becomes to just not do it. So yeah, there's also the matter of like porn and stuff. I've trained myself to not engage with porn uh, through training, which sounds weird, but it works because I've looked up sexual stuff online specifically with the purpose of not doing anything with it. Like, sure, I get turned on, whatever, but then I specifically tell myself that I will not do anything with it. And sure, I absolutely failed a few times there as well by being in situations where it was easier to engage with that, like on the toilet, for example. Still, the more I've done it, the more I've like gotten further in this, and now whenever I look at something sexual, like porn like stuff online, I remain stalwart. You know, I'm unaffected, or at least I try to be. And I don't know, it works really well. I've been like, just the more you do it, the more you increase your resistance against these things, and I gotta say it works. I don't know, it might for you. Sure, I mean, like I said, I failed a few times in the beginning, right? I jerked off a few times, even though I wasn't supposed to. I ate candy a few times, even though I wasn't supposed to. But it's all part of the process. I mean, hopefully not, but it was part of the process for me. And so, the more I made progress, the less I did them by mistake. And now I don't do them. I don't eat candy. I don't eat crisps, chips, whatever. I don't drink alcohol. I don't. I don't jerk off. You know. It's nice, and this has been a process I've been doing the last few months. It's been taking a while, but it's incredibly effective. I suggest you try. If you're having trouble with these addictions. Let's see if I had anything else to bring up. Right. Well, so it helps a lot to, before you are put in a situation where you're confronted with these things. It helps a lot, at least for me, to tell myself beforehand that I will not engage with it. I will not act upon the urges, you know? So it's like a training session. Before I go online and look up porn or whatever seductive anything I'm into, I tell myself I will not engage with my urges. And then I do. Like, I go there and look it up. I don't do it. I don't, you know. Like, specifically telling yourself that, even out loud, helps. If that is also a problem for you. So, yeah. Yeah. I don't think I had much else to say. Take care of yourself. And for fun, see how many push-ups you can do in a row until you reach failure. It's a fun challenge. I've done at least 50. Sure, that took a lot of preparation for it, but you know. Alright, someone's calling me. Take care.